In this session, we cover Present Lite. Present Lite is the non-technical interface for non-technical users to design Present dashboards in Pyramid. It stands in contrast to the Present Pro interface, which is for more advanced users to design more sophisticated dashboards and guided analytical workflows with the product. Access to Present Lite is configured by setting up a profile inside the Administrative Console. Every user or role can be configured with a profile that determines which parts of the application are available to them. Here, the Explorer profile has been set to allow the user to use the Present Lite interface as opposed to the Present Pro. This is very similar to the way the Discover and the Discover Lite functionality works. To begin the demonstration, we're going to go back to the Welcome page, click the Present button, and we immediately launch into the Present Lite interface, where the user is presented with two simple choices between a tiled or a fixed layout. We'll go with the fixed layout. You can immediately see that the interface is highly simplified, with a very simple toolbox going vertically up the screen on the left, a simple ribbon on the top, and some elements related to the number of slides and slices on the far right. If we compare that to the Present Pro experience, you can see that it is extremely redacted. Present Pro offers a much richer set of ribbons and functionality, many more panels related to master page design, content creation, targets, slices, and has more advanced capabilities like model mapping, runtime settings, and interactions. Returning back to the Present Lite interface, the first thing we can do is pick a theme from the simplified theme picker. You can see it immediately shows us the cover page associated with this theme. We can turn that off so that we're only looking at content pages. Next, we will go to the toolbox and choose the content button so that we can pick predefined content and place it directly into our dashboard. Here we're choosing a column chart that was created previous to the session by someone else. Next, we're going to create content from scratch directly from within Present Lite, and for this we're going to use the Smart Reporting option. Smart Reporting allows users to build reports with simple point-and-click capabilities by just choosing the data elements they would like to see and letting the engine work out how best to display the information for us in the visualizations. Here we're looking at two measures and we're going to look at it by month, and the engine automatically understands that this should be shown as a trend chart. We will customize this now, turn it into a column chart, then add more information, in this case gender, and finally choose to show this as a stacked column chart. Adding data labels and hitting the Finish button will inject our new report directly into the new dashboard. Now we're ready to add a slice. Again, going to the toolbox, we can click the Slice Adder. Simply choosing the data source and hierarchy automatically builds us a slice and attaches it to the slide. Of course, it is automatically wired up to interact with all the content. In the next phase, we're going to add a brand new slide, and this time inject a text box onto the slide. Into our text box, we're going to add some text, in this case some lorem ipsum predefined text. And here we can change the text styles very conveniently from the style menu. The next part of this demonstration, we're going to add a simple graphic to the screen using one of the predefined shapes, in this case an arrow. We can place the arrow, we can resize it, and we can even change its look and its feel directly from within the toolbar. Of course, users can add their own graphics to the screen by simply dragging and dropping them onto the canvas. In the next stage, we're going to add content using the Discover Lite experience. Discover Lite is a more advanced tool for building content without the sophistication of the Discover Pro experience. The first thing we're going to do is build our chart using natural language querying. The engine automatically works out how to draw that information for us. And at this point, as a user, I might want to manipulate this further, so that I can get more information and more detail to match my expectations. Next, I re-add the slice to this slide as well, so that it exists on both slides 1 and slides 2. And of course, it is automatically wired up to all the content. Go back to the first slide and hit the Run button to see the final effect. You can see that now I have a fully operational dashboard that works with slices. Cross-highlighting is automatically enabled. The text and graphics appear very nicely on the screen, and again my slicer is able to change the third chart that I've added to this dashboard. This is a great demonstration of how simple and easy it is to create complete presentations by non-technical users with Present Lite.